from the top. It came from the bottom, but at some point, the top said, you've got to do it, and we're doing it. At the end of the day, how do you feel empowered? Learn from the best. And I don't mean the best in your industry. I mean the best outside of your industry. The best outside of Norway. If you're interested in queue management and you're in the transportation industry, I got to stop. Go look at what Disney's doing as an example, right? Because they are the masters at queue management. Data, data, data. We're talking about data. Here's a stat. 40% year over year is how much more data we are getting put into our minds at our fingertips. In 2013, when Adobe started this journey, you could take all the data, literally put it on an iPad Air, 12 gigabyte device, stack it up, and you would be about 2/3 from Earth to the moon. Fast forward 2020, put that same data on the same device. You can go from the Earth to the moon, stacking it up, and come back 6.6 times. What do we do? So some data is great if it's synthesized, analyzed, and it's adding value. Other data can cause us to stop breathing, right? So, and then lastly, the power of the ecosystem. When you go home today and you say to Alexa, I need a taxi, or Alexa, order me food, and food arrives at your door, that is about an ecosystem of partnerships that we probably wouldn't have talked about in the food industry or in the communication industry. But Amazon and food delivery and transportation all had to work together. So think about your ecosystem. It's something that Adobe does all the time. How do we do that? We sit in creative arenas. We call them creative arenas, digital arenas, and we literally brainstorm. And most ideas are scrapped. And then all of a sudden one goes, oh, maybe that'll work. And then we go and we run with it. So at the end of the day, a well laid out plan is never done. What's done is the idea that you are innovating, you are creating, you are talking, and however your day turned out, that day is done. Now we're on to the next day, and it's a continuous journey. How do we innovate? How do we create, et cetera? You guys are going to get these slides. We have a really cool story from Shantanu, again, on how and what innovation looks like day after day. So thank you. Glad to be here. I think I'm between us and the panel.
Yeah.
So I'm going to come over here.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.